Ja, herzlich willkommen auf dem Kanal der Evergreen. Wir sind immer noch in Shanghai und dürfen heute einmal Roy interviewen. Roy, wir kennen dich schon. Es wäre schön, wenn du dich einmal für unsere Zuschauer vorstellst.
Okay, so I'm Roy, so I'm from Sigenergy. I'm the head of global sales and solution in Sigenergy. So I'm in charge of the global sales team and also in charge of the product and solutions. So any of the Sigenergy is, I think it's a young brand, but I think we're going to booming really fast in the Europe market, especially in German. So I think we're really happy to work with Evergreen, which is our platinum installers in Germany, so to provide a better solution to all of our customers together.
Okay, super, Dankeschön. Genau, wir haben ein paar Fragen mitgebracht. Die erste Frage, die wir haben, ist, warum wurde der 10er Speicher 10er genannt, obwohl er nur 9 Kilowattstunden Kapazität hat?
So basically, I think the first thing I want to talk is the DOD, the depth of charge and discharge. So because for our product is we are 100% DOD compared with a lot of our competitors, which is only 80% to 90%, because this means that the usable battery is not the nominal battery. So the capacity on the nominal, like for our competitors, it looks like 10 kilowatt hour, but actually the usable is only 8 to 9 kilowatt hour. So for our 9 kilowatt hour is actually compared with them is actually 10. So that's why we labeled as the Sigenergy BAT 10.0. But actually we label everything there. The actual and the usable is 9 kilowatt hour.
Okay. Die nächste Frage ist eine Erhöhung der Batterie- B- und Entladeleistung geplant?
So for the residential product, so currently we don't have the plan to provide the higher C-rate one. But for the next year, we are thinking about it. Next year, we will have some product to have a higher C, but this year we'll finish with this one. But for the commercial product, so we already provide the 1C solution to the market, and we already have the real 1C plant commissioned in Europe side. So it's demonstrate the performance that we can do 1C. So why we stay the residential with half C system is I think because the half C system can give you the longer cycle life. So that's also one important reason. But for the commercial one, it's another story, because commercial you have some like the requirement that you need 1C system to support the grid and do the other things. But actually on the residential system for your customer, so for the end user, for the household, so for them it's better to keep longer cycle life, because the higher C rate you got, the shorter cycle life you got. Okay. So that's also really important reason. That's why we keep half C for the residential system.
Super. Dann die nächste Frage. Wir haben ein Problem beim DC-Charger. Da ist es so, dass das Kabel oft durch eine Wand gesteckt werden muss. Und theoretisch ist es ja so, wenn wir jetzt quasi das abschrauben, also man muss ein relativ großes Loch in die Wand bohren, damit man das Kabel da durchbekommt. Gibt es eine Möglichkeit, oder ist es vielleicht in Zukunft geplant, dass ein Stecker angepasst wird, dass man den abnehmen kann, durch die Wand schieben und wieder dran stecken kann, ohne dass es vielleicht auch Gewährleistungsansprüche verstreichen dadurch?
Yeah, so actually for the AV-DC charger, we already provided a technical note to guide the installer how to remove the plug on the EV-DC side and then how to get it back. So because for that it's easier to do the installation, you remove the plug firstly, and then you do finish the installer and then you get the plug back.
Bleibt die Garantie erhalten?
Yeah, the guarantee will not be affected if you follow the instruction on the technical note.
Okay, sehr schön. Das ist eine gute Information. Die nächste Frage wäre, ist bidirektionales Laden mit der AC-Wallbox möglich?
Currently, no. So because for the bidirectional charging, the charging speed is also important things. So, and also on the future, we work with a lot of the car manufacturers. So they are all prefer to provide that function on the DC side, not the AC side. So that's why we work with them mainly on the EV DC, not the EV AC. So I think because on the car, the DC and AC is different. They have different charging ports. You can see that for the AC side, they need the OBC system, the onboard charging system, to transfer that to DC because the battery is DC. Yeah, so that's why all of them prefer to provide that on the DC side.
Okay.
So that's the trend. Ja.
Okay. Eine Frage dazu, die Kompatibilität mit den Autos, die ist ja nicht von euch als Hersteller abhängig, sondern von den Autoherstellern, weil technisch das System das ermöglicht, richtig?
So for us, so we just use the standard protocol on the charging side. So if the car manufacturer, they also follow up the standard protocol, so then we can use the V2X functions. We also release the compatible list on our website for the car we already test with the V2X function. And we will give you if we failed or if we support this car on the compatible list. And also in the meanwhile, we are working with the car manufacturer as well to promote this function. For example, we officially work with Ford in Australia. So they announced officially for their Ford F-150, the Lightning pickup. So they will support only Sigenergy V2X function officially. So we are working with more and more car manufacturers to promote this function together.
Was würdest du sagen, in welchen Ländern ist das am meisten verbreitet, dass das Auto quasi wieder ins Netz zurückspeist?
I think for most of the country in Europe and Australia, you can do feeding back to grid because if the grid operator allows you that. Because for grid operator, they didn't know where the resources come from actually. So if you can do the trade and with the grid, so you can do V2X actually. So no matter you coming from your battery, from your panels, or from your EV, for them it's the same. It's electricity. They didn't care where they get from. So, but actually for the V2X function, we go to home or we go to grid. So we say, I think the most advanced ones is still in Europe, because in Europe a lot of house is equipped with a solar system. Then they have the condition that to do this V2X function. So we saw a lot of customers in Europe, they are really pioneer that to use this function to back up their home or provide a bigger battery to their home.
Vor allem da, wo der Strom halt am teuersten ist, da wird es dann auch wahrscheinlich wie PV-Anlagen am meisten gefragt sein. Okay, Dankeschön. Okay, die letzte Frage. Was ist in Zukunft bei Sigenergy noch geplant? Was kommt an Innovationen und wo seht ihr euch vielleicht in 5 oder 10 Jahren?
So basically for Sigenergy, there's a lot of customer or the investor, they're asking this question. So for us, we are the ambitious to be the number one in the industry, not only residential, for the full scenario from residential to commercial and to utility. Actually, in the residential side, we are already I think we get the biggest market share in Australia and in Ireland, in Benelux, in Sweden. So in a lot of countries, we are now number one already. So what we are going to do is we work with you guys that we're going to get more market shares in other countries. And also we introduce the commercial solution this year as well. So, and later we will definitely introduce the utility solutions. So we will be a full portfolio provider in the market, and also we are engaged to be the number one in this industry for full.
Okay, aber konkrete Produkte oder irgendetwas, was uns erwartet in den nächsten Monaten oder vielleicht nächstes Jahr, ist da irgendwas geplant, was wir vielleicht schon wissen sollten als Installateur?
Yeah, so I think the first thing is the commercial one, so the set and stack. So we already, I think, launched it. Actually, the stock just arrived 2 months ago in Europe. So I think that's the really same concept with the residential ones. Just so you can see as a bigger bigger Zhejiang store. So actually why we use the same concept, because we think, for example, for you guys, so you can really easily, smoothly to transfer your business from residential to commercial. Because from the installation to commissioning and to the O&M is exactly the same with the current one. And it's super safe, easy to install, and no need to the maintenance. And it's all the same concept with current one. So you can really enlarge your business, and the customer can get a better solution for their commercial side, because we are the only one to do the 125 kilowatt hybrid inverter in the market. That if you're going to the DC coupled solution, we're the best choice. The second one is the micro-inverter. So the micro-inverter, I think we just launched now. So we're now doing a lot of case in the Europe as well. So micro-inverter, I think, is a really good things for two things. One is for the balcony PV, and the second thing is we have a lot of customers, households that they have some like the garage house, or they have some specific panels in shadows. They just want to add some microinverters, like 2 or 3 microinverters on their rooftop. So for us, so the biggest thing is that the system can share the same EMS, energy management system. So in the software side, you can see only one project. So if you use the 2 different brands, so that would be a 2 different project, which the customer is really unhappy to see that. But with the Sigenergy Zhejiang Store EC and with the Sigenergy microinverter, you will see that there's the one project on your Messenger application. So the customer can manage them together.
Ja, also das ist so die neueste Innovation, die Mikro-Wechselrichter von Sigenergy, die man integrieren kann. Dazu haben wir aber auch ein Video gedreht. Und wenn ihr hier oben klickt, dann könnt ihr euch das anschauen und da mehr Informationen zu holen. Ansonsten war es das mit dem Interview. Roy, vielen Dank für deine Zeit.
Dankeschön.
Und ja, bis zum nächsten Mal hoffentlich. Ja? Bis dann.
Yeah. Just get a qualified installation with Evergreen.